Alright guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. We are going to be talking about how to get the best Murph time that you possibly can. For those that don't know what the Murph workout is, it is a 1 mile run, 300 squats, 200 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, followed by another mile run. That's all while wearing a 20-pound weight vest. For guys, for girls, it's a weight vest. I think it's like a 10-pound weight vest or 12-pound weight, 15 maybe. I don't know. It's a little bit lighter weight vest. Ideally, you can obviously do it without a weight vest. I have been doing it with a weight vest for the full prescribed version of it. So the Murph workout is something I've been doing a lot more lately as I'm getting ready for my next Spartan race. I'm going to try and utilize the Murph workout a little bit more because it's a lot of body weight stuff, which is a lot of what the Spartan race involves, and it's also a good mix of like strength and endurance, which is also obviously what a lot of Spartan race like revolves around. So I wanted to try using that for this last race just to see how it would impact how I do in the race, because I've mostly just been doing kind of like traditional weight training with like traditional running, and it's done well. But I wanted to try this for this last one just to see how it works, and how it helps or hinders my performance in the race and whatnot. So, but as I've gone through and like done this workout more and more, I've kind of picked up, I've like watched some videos on it, learned a few things, researched some stuff, and just through trial and error with stuff, I've picked up some different like techniques, tips, and like different things to apply to like the workout to try and get the best time possible. So I'm gonna go through my biggest like takeaways and tips for the workout. So first off, in no particular order, we're gonna start with taking it easy on the runs. So it's gonna be tempting to wanna like really like push the runs. Slow yourself down and take it easier on the runs, especially at the end. First mile I like to use as kind of like a warm-up, and so I'm not trying to really like gas myself at all on that first mile. I'm going at a good pace that I can hold the whole time, and I've found obviously as I've done this workout more and more, I'm slowly speeding that consistent like speed up. So like the first time I did it, I ran that first mile kind of about like a 10 minute per mile pace. And at this point, with the frequency of doing it and just like the conditioning I've built up with like from doing the workout, I'm at like a 8.5 minute mile now. So like I've slowly gotten comfortable with it and built up. So don't push that first mile fast. Use that first mile as more like a warm up, I would say. Then at the end, don't push that full last mile. Save everything, like really do the same type of thing with that first half of that last mile. Good pace so you can hold that whole first half mile. Then that last half mile, that last maybe like 0.3 mile, that's where you step on the gas and just burn it all out. Because you're not gonna have as much as you want to, you're probably not gonna have enough to get through that full mile. So if you start fast in that last mile, you're gonna end up burning out with like probably like a quarter of a mile left. That's not what you want. Hold a good pace that first half, and at that last half, that's when you can step on the gas and get going. Second tip that I have learned is, one, partition your reps evenly. So first time I did this, I made the mistake of splitting things up with what I'm capable of doing, and not doing the math on sets for each one. So the first time I did it, I did I think 20 squats, 15 push-ups, and 5 pull-ups, which then if you do the math, that leaves, I don't know the math exactly in my head right now, but it leaves a couple of sets of just like straight pull-ups, which again is not ideal just to have all of that left. You want to kind of keep things even. Make sure you split things up appropriately so that you can do the correct amount and same amount of sets for each movement. And also with that, set it up to a point where you are not burning yourself out on any exercise. You're going to want to base it off of what your weakest exercise is. So for me, that's pull-ups. Currently right now, I'm doing 15 squats, 10 push-ups, 5 pull-ups for 20 sets. I know I can easily do more squats and more push-ups for more sets, right? So I could get those out easy like I did before. Like I did the 20 and 15 and the 5. The 20 and 15 for those first two, squats and push-ups, was easy, but the pull-ups were the limiting factor. And so whatever your weakest one of those three is, base your reps off those, to where you're not burning out on those. And then also with that, have it to a point where you're just moving. So you're not burning out and you're constantly going between and constantly rotating. And yeah, that's probably the biggest thing when it comes to like the actual movements themselves. And one last tip I would say is to, however you break up as far as like reps and sets go. So like I said, I'm doing 20 sets of 15 squats, 10 push-ups, 5 pull-ups. I then break those 20 sets up into like 5 mini sets, 5 groups, you could say. And so I know I'll bang 5 out back to back to back. I'll take a breather for a second. I'll go through another 5, breather, another 5. And I've also found, for the first few times I did it also, I just kind of tried to go straight through. And so breaking it up in kind of like mini sets helps me mentally get through it, because I can see like, all right, I've done 5, got 15 more. Done 10, I'm halfway. Like it helps me kind of break it up, visualize it, and mentally stay checked in and not have like see me like checking it off and be like, yo, I've only done like 3, I got like 17 left, or I've only done 5 and it looks like 15 more is a lot to go. It helps keep it more positive and helps me stay on task for sure a lot more. So those are my main takeaways that I've learned so far from doing the Murph workout. So go give some of these tips a try. If you have other Murph tips, leave them below. I'm curious what other people do as far as like reps, sets, just different like tips and tricks to get better times. And a lot of it with this is, as with anything really, it's just practice. The more you do it, and I've seen that in my recent times, the more you do it, the more you get comfortable with the flow, the rhythm, just everything with it, and your times slowly start to pick up. So looking forward to see what my fastest time will be at the end of, like right leading up to the race, like right before the race. I'm going to do this and just go all out, because I really haven't been going like pedal to the metal, like all in on it. I've kind of been holding back a little bit. So I'm curious to see, going all in, what like my true fastest time would be. So looking forward to trying that. But yeah, like I said, any other tips, leave them below. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe. Also, we're gonna keep coming with some more like Murph stuff, functional stuff, a lot of different stuff. We're just kind of throwing a lot of different videos out there. This is kind of a quick hitter, short. It should be under 10 minutes, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, hit the subscribe button, give this video a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.